largest and oldest branch in the United States Armed Force.
It consists of a highly trained soldiers and officers. The Army is the main ground force for the United States.
This means that their main job is to protect and defend United States grounds locally and internationally.
When a war is declared, Army soldiers are often called to go to another country to fight.
The Army Reserves and the Army National Guard are the two Army Reserves that are used when more soldiers are needed.
The Marines are also known as the Marine Corps, make up one of the smaller branches in the United States Armed Forces. However, when there is a sudden emergency, they are the branch called upon because their size allows them to respond quickly to any situation.
The Marines are also known as the infantry of the Navy, meaning they specialize in land and sea operations. The Marine Corps is backed up in times of need by the Marine Corps Reserve.
The Navy is a branch in the United States Armed Forces, with the primary mission to protect the waters surrounding our country and perform military operation at seas.
The Navy is constantly patrolling the waters for safety.
In times of need, they are ordered to attack enemy ships.
The Navy uses different equipment to perform duties, from aircraft carriers to submarines. The Navy is also called upon to transport supplies or when there is trouble at sea that doesn't necessarily involve an enemy.
The Navy was backed by the Naval Reserves when more soldiers are needed. The Coast Guard is one of the smaller branches of military in the United States Armed Forces. Their primary mission is to protect the United States coastlines and military ports.
They specialize in law enforcement at sea rescues, and immigration control. The Coast Guard also takes responsibility in guarding natural resources.
In times of conflict, the Coast Guard is deployed to help the Navy when needed. The Coast Guard is backed up by the Coast Guard Reserves.
The Air Force is the youngest branch in the United States Armed Forces, with the primary mission to protect the Americans from enemy attacks in the air and space.
The Air Force has many types of aircraft.
The fighter planes are used in combat because they fly at super fast speeds.
The Air Force also deploys spy planes to check on the enemy forces. By sending satellites into space, the Air Force is able to monitor suspicious enemy action at any time.
The Air Force is backed up in need by the Air Force Reserve and Air National Guard.